Well, hello and welcome to another video. Today's video is going to be a review of the Eon artboards. Eon Productions has been very kind enough to send me out a sample of their artboards for me to review, along with their Vortex India ink.
Whoa!
So let's
You should really clean up this mess back here.
So I guess we're doing that first.
The clock is striking 5. I walk in pace of flow.
To be completely honest, when the package arrived, I was a bit nervous based on the way that it was packaged, but was pleasantly surprised when I opened it how professional the templates are. One side has a very similar to the Marvel template, and the opposite end of it has a template very similar to the DC Comics template. So if you're a working professional and you don't want to use your publisher's Bristol board, you can use the Eon artboard as an alternative. Sometimes you receive artwork that's digital and you need to ink over blue line, so I wanted to test the Bristol board to see if it can handle the INKJET printer ink, because the surface of this Bristol board is plate, and that's a hot press, and it's much smoother than the regular Bristol board. Not only Bristol board, really as important to a comic book inker is finding good ink. You want your ink to be opaque. You want a nice solid black. You want to get as dark black as you can without it being too highly reflective. So when I gave the test with the steel nib, I did work with a very new Quill straight out of the box. Started inking, and immediately the ink flow was so smooth. I was very impressed with the ink. Didn't have to sit long and wait for the ink to dry. I was able to work at a very steady pace and be very productive. So this is actually a really good ink for working professionals and for anyone who's interested in inking comic book artwork. Now, it's suggested on the package that you can dilute the ink with distilled water, but for me, the density and the opaqueness of the ink was perfect. I wouldn't want to dilute this ink. To me, the ink works very well straight out of the jar, but you have that option if you do want to dilute the ink. You can. It's also recommended that you can mix the ink with Ziller inks if you want it to become much thicker. Now, the plate surface on the Bristol board is very smooth. It is a hot press. So if you're not used to that type of surface, penciling with a very hard grade of lead, such as the 2H lid that I'm using here in the video, took a little time to get used to, but I was able to adjust to it very quickly, and was very happy as the way that the grade of lead was able to flow very smoothly on the Bristol board and erase very easily with the needed rubber eraser.
So that completes my review of the Eon artboards and the Eon Vortex India ink. I'd like to say thank you to Brett Thompson of Eon Productions for sending out his art products for me to review here on this channel. I'd like to thank you, my viewers, for taking the time to watch the video. If you're not already a subscriber, be sure to subscribe and don't forget to click the bell icon so you can be notified of any future updates. And if you enjoy watching the videos, please share with your friends and family so that I can continue making these videos. Got a lot of great stuff planned for the future. Original art giveaway. Next video is going to be a tutorial on how to draw textures. Got some interviews and videos where we're going to be talking about comic books and some of the vintage comics and stuff. A lot of great stuff for you guys planned.